Hi there, this is Terry Smith. I'm the owner of Adorable Deco Decor, where we make and sell beautiful wreaths. We also help to teach others useful tips through our Facebook Lives and YouTube channel, as well as our blog post that you can find online at Adorable Deco Decor. But we'll go ahead and get started. And today we're going to make a spring floral wreath on a grapevine wreath. And typically I use 14-inch grapevine wreaths, but I've got this pretty large floral bush that I've had actually for a while. I got this at Hobby Lobby, but I thought the flowers are a little bit too large for what I have in mind for a 14-inch wreath. The only other size I had was an 18-inch wreath. I don't use these a lot, but for this design, that's what we're going to end up with. But as if you've seen this before, just this is another reminder for, and especially for people who are tuning in for the first time, I like to go over this. But when you're choosing your grapevine wreaths, don't just look at them for a nice uniform shape, but also look at them to make sure that your vines are not too tightly woven. This one actually is a pretty good wreath. All the way around, it's not too tight where it's going to be difficult to get your stems in, but it's also not too loose where you should have ample surface area for your stem to fit down in there and stay easily adhered with the glue. So, and then also I like to look at them straight on like this. And you can see this is a pretty straight, flat wreath. You don't want to get one, a little bit of warping is okay, but not too awfully much, because otherwise, whenever the door's moving or the wind's blowing, it's just going to be going back and forth like this. So like I said, just be sure to keep those kinds of things in mind. We've got an 18-inch grapevine wreath. I have already put on a wreath hanger. I like to use rustic wire, and I just dropped it down there between the grapevine. I don't like to go all the way around the grapevine, because there again I'm going to pull those grapevines too tightly, and then I'm not going to be able to get my stems in. But you can use rustic wire, or Hobby Lobby calls this grapevine wire, or grapevine wire. You can use floral wire, you can use a pipe cleaner, but I just think this looks just a little bit more professional. It's just my opinion. And anyway, I was working on cleaning up that wreath. I had a few leaves in it. That's another thing on your grapevine. Make sure that it's okay for a little bit of leaves in it, but you don't want a lot, because what can happen is you can stick your stem in there with some glue, and if it's stuck to a leaf, the leaf falls out, there goes your stem. So like I said, keep that in mind. But then I trimmed off the really badly, not frayed's not the right word, but had a few rangy vines that were on it, and I kind of just cleaned it up real briefly. More so on this side than on this side, because I do expect I'm going to have this side show. And then this is the vine, or the bush that I've picked. It's just a nice purple bush, and a lot of people are afraid. They don't know how to match up flowers or colors. But Hobby Lobby has a lot of really good bushes now, floral bushes. I've noticed their greenery's really stepped up. And I've commented before, I think a lot of the craft stores have noticed the explosion of a DIY and all of us crafters going online and such. And I think they've really improved the quality of product available over the last couple of years. But just go down through the aisles, see a bush that you like. Any of them will do. And if you pick up a bush of flowers that all together, they go together. One thing I do like about this particular bush is that the leaves are very nice. They don't look cheap or too plasticky. I do have another one that to show you. Look at that. That just looks like so fake. in plastic. So I definitely would not. I like the flower on this. I do not like the leaf because it's too fake. I would not use this in a design. But this is a really nice silk leaf that looks really good. And then it has odds and ends, little things to give it interest, like these berries, a little bit of fern and ivy, and then this little flower here. But got that bush, and then I have a lavender bush, or lilac. I never can remember that. I think this is lavender. I never can keep those two straight, but I'm pretty sure that's lavender. And then I also picked up this greenery bush. I don't know if we'll have to use this or not, but it's just a basic, I think it's a leaf bush, but I do like it because it does have a variegated leaf. I use this in a lot of my designs. I don't know if we'll use it today though. And then I also picked up just a filler flower, and again, I don't know if we use this or not. It's just some Queen Anne's lace, and I thought with these colors it might be a little bit too dark, even despite having a couple of cream colored roses in there. I thought it still might be a little bit too dark, so I thought that might give it a little bit of brightening. So we'll see. You guys know I just kind of I design on the fly. So all right, well, let's go ahead and get started. Let me make sure I've got this where you guys can see it well. And I always tell people, if you have any questions, just go ahead and post them. Sometimes I might miss them. I try to check back and forth every now and then while I'm designing, but it's hard to design and then to follow with questions and conversations at the same time. But if it's a burning question you want answered right now, just pop it in there again. It's not going to hurt my feelings. And I try to go back. I mean, sometimes we just get just gobs of comments, so it's really difficult to go back through all of them. But if it's not too bad, I do try to go back and answer any questions after the video. So let's go ahead and get started. First thing I wanted to do, I wanted to take these lavender sprigs and kind of put them on the periphery of the design. And I said I wanted to make it kind of a moon-shaped, leaving this side open. And actually that's why I chose the wreath hanger to go here and for it to hang this way, because I liked this side of the wreath a little bit better. It's a little more tightly bound than this side. I just like how this kind of wraps around. I mean, we've got some wraps over here, but it's a little bit more uneven, so that's why I chose to hang it this way. But anyway, I'm planning a transition point right in here. Some of the flowers will be facing this way, some this way. So we'll go ahead and get started. So, hey Margaret, how are you doing? So, all right, let's go ahead and break down this bush. I'm just going to tear them off to start with. It's just wrapped with floral paper, floral tape, I should say. I wanted to see how many I have. Cut off the price tag. Alright, so, and some of them have two, oh, this one actually even has three flowers on it. Maybe they all do. Let me look here. Yeah, they all do. Great. That's better than I thought. So, okay, so we have 6, we have 8. And my thinking is I'm going to put, like I said, some of them pointing down this way, some of them this way. I want to save some for the middle as well. I'll probably put a couple of these off to the side so I don't use them. So, now I'm going to decide whether I wanted to double them up. I think we can probably, I'm just going to do them one at a time. And I think my stem is thick enough. I'm going to just test it here real quick. Maybe not. I thought my stem would be stiff enough I wouldn't have to pick it, but I will have to put a steel pick on. Let me kind of zoom in here, you guys, so you can see a little bit better. And I've got a steel pick machine. If you don't have a steel pick machine, you can use wooden floral picks. And I do have a few videos that show that and how to put a wooden pick on, but I'm hoping I'm hoping that my pick machine will cooperate so we don't have to use those. But all right, let's go ahead and get started. Like I said, I wanted to have a transition point right about in here. And I want some of my flowers to go forward. I want some of them to go backwards. You don't want your projects to be one-dimensional. You want them to be nice and, varying depths of different things. Uh-oh, my pick machine, I worked on it, has been giving me fits, you guys know. Seems like always with floral season starts up again, it starts getting contrary. I did actually try to clean it and oil it, but I did learn a valuable lesson today. Was it today? I think it was today. That whenever you're cleaning your floral pick machine, this guy, make sure that you take the steel picks out of it before you turn it upside down. Yeah, I felt like what do they call that 52 card pickup? I did that with those. I still have a few I see that I missed on the floor, but I don't know what I was thinking. I wasn't. That was the question. That was the whole key there. All right, I need to pay attention here. So I've got 4 more of these, and I want this to be a little longer on top than I do on the bottom. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Margaret. Hey, Sharon, how are you doing? Yeah, we're here. Sharon's here close to Terre Haute, where I live. She's probably on lockdown, too. One thing, though, I did see yesterday, we live actually on a golf course, and all of us are, gyms are closed and everybody's cooped up. We have a lot of people walking out in our community, but I did see some of the golf courses now, if you're a golfer, are letting people come and play golf, but you can't ride in the same cars, which I thought, well, that's a good, you feel frustrated and you can go out and hit something. But I thought that was really nice. So we've had several golfers out. We finally got some decent weather here in Indiana last couple of days. And I should tell you too, if I've got you see any leaves or anything in my hair, I've been outside working all day. I bought a bunch of tulips and been trying to keep them alive before I could get them planted. About the same day after I bought them, and I bought several live tulip plants, and it's been freezing outside, so I was afraid I'd kill them if I went ahead and planted them. So anyway, I was able to get all those out last night after work and then this morning. So like I said, if you see dirt hanging off of me or leaves hanging off of me, I really did take a shower this morning. Okay. All right. And like I said, I've got 2 that I'm going to reserve for the middle. I like to fill in the middle with all my designs. I don't like to have a big hole here in the middle of the wreath. So that's our start. And it's basically the same pattern that I use for, like whenever I'm putting my grasses on, you know, you want to put some to the outside, some to the inside of the wreath. Again, just to make it more natural looking. So, hey Joanne, how are you? Hey Karen. Hope you guys are all doing well, staying safe. I know it's getting kind of scary. At work yesterday, we heard that all of the hospital beds up in Indianapolis, which is it's about an hour and a half from us, all the hospital beds up that way were full. So they were having to divert patients. We haven't gotten that way yet. We're just starting to ramp up a little bit around here. It is scary. We've started rationing supplies and that kind of thing, which that's no fun. Still haven't been able to find any hand sanitizer. I know my daughter, she didn't have enough pull-ups for her daughter, so I was able to find her a couple. I'm going to mail them to her later. She's about an hour south of me, but it's crazy. Who'd have ever thought? Okay. Just cutting these off, and now I'm just going to separate them out so I kind of know where I've got what. I love that color of rose. And also, like I said, it's got the little flowers, the yellow, and then it's got the little berries and the vine. Okay, so I've got 2 of those, 2 of these. Oh wait, no, we got 4 of roses. 2 big, 2 small, 3 hydrangeas, and 2 of the cream rose. So, hi Vicki, yeah, everything's great here. Hey Deborah. Yep. Yeah, Sharon. Yeah, I was a compulsive cleaner at work before it was cool. I work for an open heart surgeon, so you know, everybody that has open heart surgery, their immune system's a little depleted anyway. So I'm always neurotic about cleaning. Cleaning off my stethoscope. You know, sanitize your hands before you go out or into the room. Wear gloves. Take them off. Clean them when you come out. I'm just always been neurotic about that. So the only thing is the mask. We usually don't wear a mask around our patients unless we need to. But all right. Now let's decide what we're going to put where. I think I'll go with these first. I like that it's got the leaves on it, and like I said, it's very nice looking leaves. I'm going to place them first. I might have to take off some of the leaves. I like the leaves being there because then we won't have to use greenery. Kind of takes the place of the greenery. And you'll notice I'm not putting them flush. I'm not putting them flush with the grapevine. Okay. I think I like that placement. Like I said, our transition point is going to be over here. I might drop that one down just a little bit. Okay. And these stems are thin. I am going to take one set of leaves off. We can always use them later if we need to, but right now I'm going to take them off. And I did cut the stems when I cut them off the bush. I cut them pretty long. I don't have my, let's see, I've got a ruler here. Let me see. Oh. I cut them about 6 inches long, and then with the pick on it, it's about 7 inches. So that they will stick out from the wreath. And I said this is an 18-inch grapevine wreath, so this is going to be a pretty large wreath once it gets done. Just stick that right there for right now. If we don't like the positioning, that's another thing too. I've got the stem long enough. You can change it, turn it however you want it. Susan's wanting to know where the flowers came from. Thank you. Yeah, they are beautiful. These are Hobby Lobbies. It's a Hobby Lobby bush. You ought to go check them out. They've got a lot of really beautiful flower bushes this year. Well, if yours is open, I should say. Ours is not open. I know some places are still letting you order online, so I don't know. I've not tried to order from there. Been trying to use up what I've had. I think I got this bush last year, now that I say that out loud. So they may have it this year. I'm pretty sure I saw it this year though, so. I thought it would really make a really beautiful Easter wreath also with the purple. In fact, I had it pulled. If I had the ribbon I wanted, I don't know if you see those crosses. Where is it? Actually, I put it off to the side, but the crosses that Hobby Lobby has that has the grapevine around it, and then it says His Risen. I thought that would look really nice over on this side, but I wanted to put some ribbon around it to kind of tie it in with the flowers and such. But I didn't have enough ribbon of what I wanted to use, so I scratched that idea. Okay, so we got those placed, and now I'm going to go ahead and put in our big white or off-white cream colored roses. I like too that they've got just a little hint of a pink on the tips of the roses. Now let's decide where we're going to put these. I'm going to cut the stem down just a little bit. I'm thinking maybe one right here and then one right here. Let's see what that looks like. Okay, I think that'll work. Put that guy right up there. I'm just trying to divide up the leaves just a little bit. It's got a nice leaf set here. And again, it's got two sets of leaves, but they were right on top of each other. This thing. I think this would be a really nice wreath for a Mother's Day gift. It's what Mom doesn't like purple. Oh, thank you, Robin. Robin's wanting to know where I order from. I do all kinds of, I've ordered online from Hobby Lobby before. I've got a lot of wholesalers that I It just depends on what I'm wanting. Trends and Gems with Elena and Bill. They've got beautiful, beautiful greenery, florals. They've got really quality designs and ship really quickly. And they're good people. But Trends and Gems. Where else? Kalee's got wonderful product also. Deco Exchange. I say Craft Outlet, but just a variety of things. But like I said, this bush came from Hobby Lobby. Okay, now let me decide what we're going to do here now. I've got kind of this bare spot I need to take care of. I've got 2 of these and 2 of these. So we'll start out putting one of them right here, obviously. I kind of like for that vine to hang to the inside of the wreath. Now I gotta decide where I'm up with the other one though. Guess we could put it down here in this little pocket and let that vine kind of trindle down that way. Okay, and that'll be enough room so now we can, when we get ready for these little guys, I think we've got a home for both of them, so. Okay, let's go ahead and get those in there. See, this design comes together pretty quickly too for a floral wreath. Just the blossoms are so big, they just take up a lot of space, but they're this beautiful bush. And like I said, they've got all kinds of different colors of it. I like to also, one thing I failed to mention, I like to make sure that I've got my flowers pointing different directions too. As you see, some are pointing to the outside, some to the inside. But this is just a really easy way to make a really beautiful, quick wreath. It's not going to work right there. There we go. Well, not able to find a place here. Let me see. Oh, I see a spot we can put it. Okay. That's one thing you got to think about when you're putting in your stems. And if you want your flower head here, you're going to have to insert it up higher. You're going to have to kind of know where you need to place it to get it to hang where you want it. All right, I think we'll put one here. Let's try that. Okay, I like that. Okay. And I didn't know if we were going to use that filler flower or not, but I think we'll end up doing that. I do have another one of these bushes which I could use as well, but I want to save it for something else. I never buy just one of anything. I learned that real early when I was starting to create and sell, because I just buy enough for one project, and lo and behold, somebody else would want one, and then I couldn't get the other to duplicate it. So, all right. Hey Rosa, how are you? Oh yeah, Sharon, they're awesome. You're talking about Bill and Elena, I think. So Debbie's wanting to know, were they bushes or stems? These are bushes. All of this, what you see right here with it, was two bushes. The lavender came in one bush. The flowers, the roses and such, came in another bush. Like I say, you don't have to use this particular one. There's all kinds of it in case they don't have this exact bush. They've got all kinds of beautiful, beautiful bushes. All right, I'm trying to arrange these. I've got the yellow flower I want toward the inside. Got the vine I kind of want to go to the outside. The berries to the inside. There we go. All right. Here's my other one. Stick this guy on here. Can't get that one to stay where I want it just yet. I'll eventually win. There we go. I feel like I'm missing a stem somewhere, or a vine. You guys probably see it. I can't find it. I don't know. Maybe it just didn't have enough an even amount. I'm missing the one that comes with this little bush right here. As you can see, it's got this nice. I was wanting it something kind of trailing over here, but that's okay. That's all right. Okay, now, like I said, I think we need a few of the filler flowers in there. I'm going to try them out, see if we like them. Oh, you're welcome, Debbie. You're welcome. All right. Now, I already see that there's kind of a hole right here, so I'm going to place one here. Like I said, we're just putting them there right now to see if we like them. That may not be enough. try something else too. No, actually, I started to cut this off, but just as I was cutting it, I really remembered I've got the lilac on there, and I don't want to duplicate that shape with this, so that would not be the right choice. Got these little guys. That might go a little bit better. What I don't like is, it's kind of bothering me, is this is a little bit more white while we've got the creaminess of the rose here. So let's try this other. This is a seed spray. Let's try this one. That might work just a little bit better. I like that color a lot better. It doesn't, I don't know, it just didn't, the white didn't meld well with this creaminess of the rose. So let's do that. I have to come over here so I can see if I can find a better place to stick it though. And it's got a pretty thick stem on it, so I won't have to pick this particular flower. It almost looks like it might be a flowering weed, but still it's going to work. Okay, let's see where else we need one. Since we put some here, we probably need to put some over in here. And then over here. Maybe a little bit here and here. We still may need to use a little bit of greenery. I still have those leaves that I can always use as well. The leaves that we saved from the roses. You can cut that off of there very well, that price tag. Hey Leslie, how are you? Oh, Sharon's going out for a walk. Stay safe. You too, Sharon. Yeah, if it's not raining when I go out, or when we get done here, I do plan to go for a walk as well, Sharon. Like I said, we got to take advantage of it. Where we live, our weather's just not been very good at all. I see all the people doing lives and such, and they're in short sleeves. I'm very jealous. Even where I used to live is about 50 miles south of here, and it was always at least 5 degrees warmer down there than it is up here. Okay, let's put a little bit right here. And then like I said, I wanted a little bit right in here, probably right in here too. Hopefully we'll have enough. And that's going to be up like that. And we still have those lilac or lavender bushes that we've got left over. I'm going to cut this just a little bit more. There we go. And just a sprig right in here. Okay. All right, let's just start gluing them in. Forgot I've already placed them in here. I'm going to kind of separate this one because I'm not able to put it right where I want it. So I'm going to separate this just a little bit. I'll probably end up adding other. Right here, the dog starts barking because the doorbell was rang. So I'm going to mute it so you don't have to listen to a barking dog for a minute or so. It was just the UPS man. Let's see, I'll put this one with that. Just kind of put a little bit more volume. I didn't want a real big piece here, but just a little bit. All right. Whoops. I had a spare piece of vine on there. That doesn't belong. Okay, let me just kind of arrange things. I feel like we're going to have to fill it in just a little bit with something else. I may even have to break open that other bush. I don't want to, but I may have to. We still have the lavender to fill in. Sorry, I think I've migrated. Which way do I need to go? This. There. Okay. Because I feel like I need a little bit more color right in here. Maybe a little bit right here. I'm going to put those last two pieces of lavender in, and then we'll decide. I still don't have that. Sorry guys, I'm trying to get that where you guys don't have that on my back. There we go. Okay. All right. But we'll put those 2 pieces of lavender in here. Like I said, I've got this hole up here, if you can see it. Oh, Rosa said, oh, yes, thank you, Rosa. Thank you, Rosa. You've been a lifesaver these last 2 times. Thank you. I've been so distracted with this hole up here, I forgot. I'd have figured it out, though, whenever I went to move it and it fell out. Now, Rosa came to my rescue the other day. I was stumped on a Easter design. I still haven't finished that one all the way. I've got 2 or 3 projects like that I haven't finished because, like I said, I've been working. So, okay. Let me see. Let's put these here. Or I might even, let's see. Now I still think I need something fuller right here. I feel like I need a rose right in that spot right there. Maybe one right here. I'm thinking, guys. Like I said, I want to have a little bit of this here in the middle, and probably I'm going to split this one up, so I don't want it too awfully long. I'm thinking I want a little bit just like this in here, and then some right over here. So I do have to pick this one though. Thank you, Karen. Thank you. There we go. And I want a few of them right up and through there. Okay. All right, so we've got one more of the lavender left. Like I said, I feel like I need to put it right up in here. Do that, and then I'm probably going to break down, I'll probably open that other bush. All is not lost though. If nothing else, I can use it to make a centerpiece that might match. Let's see, I want it to be about right here and more toward the outside. There we go. Okay, I'm going to break down and get into that other bush. Even though I said I didn't want to, but I'm going to. This is bothering me. Now I just got to decide which rose I want to use. of liking the off-white or the cream colored one. What do you guys think? Or you could put a little white or a little one. We could actually even use the vine that goes with that bloom. That might work. What do you guys think? Would you rather, would you use the small purple or the ivory? So I'm thinking I'll put one there and one down in here. And I've got two of them. What do you got? What do you guys think? Robin likes the cream colored rose. Anybody else? Cream? Everybody's going cream? Okay, it's unanimous. We're going to go with the cream colored. Okay. Then I got to decide, do we do one or two? But that'll be the next. Let me decide to. Yeah, that I like that. Okay. I think it kind of brightens it up a little bit. There we go. Go look and see what it looks like with the other cream one down here at the bottom. I think yes. Let's go ahead and put that in there. Have it kind of pointing downward. Oh, thank you, Susan. Rosa says both. Oh, Robin says a small one at the bottom. I hadn't thought about that. Let's look and see what it looks like. That's a possibility. I think I like that better than the cream. What do you guys think? It's hard to see. Here in person, it always looks a little bit different. I kind of like that. And then it kind of brings that yellow over here. What do you guys think? Oh, Robin says she likes the cream at the bottom. Now, changed her mind. Hey, that's every woman's prerogative. Let's see. I'm looking at it on camera and see what it looks like. I like the cream at the bottom. What's Susan? I like the small one. Lori likes the small one. What do you guys think? Looks great. don't know. I'm kind of thinking the small one myself because here's my thinking. Like I said, it also brings that yellow over here. But then too, I wanted actually the top to be a little bit more prominent than the bottom. And I feel like if I put the cream down there, it looks a little bit heavier on the bottom. So, Vicki likes the purple. Susan likes the cream. You guys? Okay, Susan says purple. I think I want to go with this. And then also it's got this little vine that'll hang, kind of trail down here too. I think that's my choice. So we're going to go with that one. Plus then that'll save this one for when I do the centerpiece to match. So I didn't used to make a lot of centerpieces, but I'm kind of getting to where I like them. I like to make a set. And I don't know, they're just quick and simple. I like them. Actually, Karen, I think it was you one time asked me about centerpieces. I said, no, I just don't make them. I don't get into them very much, but I started making them a little bit more, and now I'm really liking them. This guy might have to come out a little bit further. So let's put him up there. Okay, guys, I think we're pretty close to done. I'll put this over here, though. Whoops. Uh-oh. I gotta glue that back on. I just pulled it right off. Well, I'll arrange all those where it'll look a little bit better. I think this guy right here needs to come out a little farther, just to keep with the, you know, the airiness that I wanted to have going on. But I think we're done, guys. Let me look. I'm going to turn it toward me just so I can look at it once. Yeah, I'm liking that. I'm liking that real well. Some of the flowers just need rearranged just a little bit. I like it. Okay. Guys, I think we're done. Oh. Find some place for this guy here. Okay. There we go. Oh, thank you, Rosa. Thank you so much, you guys. So, we zoom in here just a little bit, just on the wreath. So, okay. All right, let's see how easy that was. Just what we used. I cheated and used a little off of 2 bushes. Thank you, Robin. Thank you. I used off of 2 bushes, and we have two of these bushes from Hobby Lobby. But like I said, we've got plenty left over that we could very easily make a centerpiece out of these. How gorgeous would that be? And you could always pick up another little cream rose if you wanted to. But you know, we used 2 of those bushes. We used a lavender bush and a, what was that called, a seed, what was that, a seed spray in kind of a creamish color, and that's that. And then the grapevine wreath. So, all right, well, you guys